Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what that means. It's playoff time here in Tiger Town. Division 4 playoffs, OSHA. It is getting underway here in Waverly at this complex of city schools. We have a fun one in store for you tonight. Your Waverly Tigers coming into tonight with a record of 12-11. Have the home field advantage against Washington Blue Lions. And Washington Blue Lions of 8-9. Now these two teams, there may seem some disparity between the two, but I can tell you this much. Washington, even though they have a losing record, they've been in some very tough games. 5 out of the 9 losses they have on the year have been a 2-run game. And that is something to say, because in baseball, that no lead is safe unless it is 4 or more. So one swing of the bat could have been the difference between 9 of their losses. They have a very experienced team. They have 3 seniors and 2 juniors leading the way. Defensively, they have been amazing. In the last 3 games, they have been nothing but phenomenal. They're coming in on a 3-win streak. They've been averaging 9 hits across those 3 games. Their batting average has been .314. Their slugging average has been .414, which is amazing because this team isn't even known for their slugging percentage. They're known for their on-base percentage, more or less known for getting walks. Their on-base percentage has skyrocketed. They're at .439. This team, the past 3 games coming into tonight, they have been nothing but sensational, and defensively, they have only allowed 8 hits across 3 games, 4 runs, 0 walks. The pitching rotation has been incredible. Their on-base average has only been .109, .151 on-base percentage. Again, Washington Blue Lions, 8-9 overall record, 3-5 conference. They hail from the Frontier Atlantic Conference. They're number 60 in D4 baseball, number 44 in Cincinnati rankings, number 75 in Columbus rankings, and number 319 in all of Ohio. Their series record against Waverly is 1-4. The last time they beat them was 2015. The only other time they have seen this squad has been in playoffs, and the most recent one was in the 2023-2024 season. Washington Blue Lions played Waverly in regional semifinals. They lost that game 2-0. And Waverly went on to the regional finals to play Indian Creek, which they did lose that one. That was the end and the farthest streak Waverly has gotten in the past 5 years. Washington Blue Lions have something to show for it. They have a lot of confidence coming into tonight. 2 names to watch out for, though. Bryson Heath and Sam Lotz, 2 seniors, have been carrying the offense and defense. Junior Aiden Osborne has also been phenomenal on offense. On the flip side has been the Waverly Tigers. They're coming in on a 1-loss streak. Their most recent one was against Jackson that they did lose that game to last week. It was unfortunate because after they took Spriggs out, it was 5-0 in the top of the 6th that gave Jackson their lead, and that's really what Waverly has been about this season. 1 inning makes or breaks the squad. They haven't been able to claw their way back, especially at home. They've had grueler matches, though. They've had 12-inning games, 8-inning games. They've really gone to extras. It has depleted their pitching rotation, and you're looking at Spriggs and Toller, who are the 2 names that are most pitchers. If you want a few names to watch offensively as well, you got Xander Toller, you got Cage Alexander, you have Caleb Cox and Landon Remy on the defensive side for Waverly. 2 of those names are seniors, Caleb Cox and Landon Ramey. Those 2 have been sensational when it comes to making huge plays in the infield and outfield, as well as offensively. Caleb Cox has the most improved batting average amongst this team. He was batting a .510 at the start of April. He is now ending his May batting .329. He has doubled it across the year, and that is why he is going to Kentucky Christian University on a baseball scholarship. But enough of that. Waverly as a whole coming in with a 12-11 record. They're finishing in their conference in the number 4 seed with a 4-6 conference record, and Southern Ohio 3. They are number 66 in D4 baseball, number 83 in the Columbus rankings. They made it to regional finals last in the 2023-2024 season. As I most recently said, they lost to Indian Creek. It was unfortunate. These two teams played each other in the semi-regional in 23-24. Waverly is being coached by Jeff Noble. 27 years here. He got his 500th career win as a Tiger back in April 30th, and he has really built something in this community. Starting lineups are being announced as the Waverly Tigers take the field in their bright orange jersey. Washington Blue Lions in their blue and white jerseys. They will be batting first, and we will be standing for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what Waverly is all about. Let's see what Washington has for this, but we're going to go to a quick break before we get this game underway.
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit bodkinhornbackfunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit boyerfuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local
Ryle,
we are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What do we celebrate?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with a State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. National anthem is done. The teams are warming up. And as I said before, Washington Blue Lions will be batting first. They are coached by Derek Lines, Mark Schwartz. Those two have really built something as well in the past 10 years over there at Washington. And they have more of an experienced roster compared to the Waverly Tigers. They have a little bit more seniors, a little bit more juniors. Again, as I said, those names, Bryson Heath, you got to watch out for it. He's an explosive one at the plate. You have Keontae Tyree, the junior, in outfield. You got Aiden Osborne playing shortstop for them. He's a junior. Sam Lotz has been an all-star senior pitcher for them. He will be starting tonight, and he has his hands full against this Waverly roster that can just go to bat with any team, but that is the offensive side of things. On the defensive side of things, it is Waverly. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the sophisticated sophomore duo, Cage Alexander, who is behind the plate, but it's Braylon Spriggs that is on the mound for Waverly. He has been nothing but exceptional. He's a sophomore here. He's got 2 more years at Waverly. His ERA throughout all of April was .300, and if you don't know what that is compared to the pros, that is one of the best numbers to have as a pitcher. .300 is the staple that they look for in any starting pitcher in the MLB. So Braylon Spriggs is already competing as he has a fastball, 2-seam curve, changeup that he likes to throw. He has all the abilities to go the distance, and he usually at least pitches 5 innings, so expect him to go deep in this game. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch on the outside is a strike right there, and for Braylon Spriggs, it's all about settling into the game. How does he do that? We usually see him have a bit of struggle in the first inning when it comes to command of the strike zone and his command of his pitches. Third pitch, swung on, strike to the outside, and that is number 2 for Bryson Heath. So now he stands at a 1-2 count, and again, for Braylon Spriggs, this is the toughest task. The number 1 hitter, the number 1 offensive juggernaut in Washington Blue Lions roster. Fourth pitch on the way. Down the middle, swung on to center field. Landon Rain able to catch that nicely. So you get the toughest batter out of the way if you're Braylon Spriggs, and now you have to move on to the second one. Josiah Wayne. Win. I take that back. First time I'm seeing these names, sounding these names, ladies and gentlemen. But Josiah Wynn is a freshman, and he has cemented himself as the number 2 hitter for a reason. He gets on base in more ways than one. First pitch from Braylon Spriggs on the way. Down the middle, and it's a strike right there. So Josiah Wynn, a freshman here for the Blue Lions. Across the year, he's batting .234, and his on-base percentage is .419. So again, he doubles when it comes to getting on base with walks and hit by pitches. As second pitch was on the inside corner for strike number 2. And now this will be the third pitch that Josiah Wynn is seeing from Braylon Spriggs. So far, it's either 2 seams across the middle of the plate. You get Wynn chasing high, and Spriggs sits him down. So Waverly already getting through the first 2 batters. Now have to deal with the third threat on the offensive side of things for the Blue Lions, and it's Sam Lotz, the senior. This kid is tall, and let me tell you, for a left-handed hitter, he can go yard. He has a couple home runs on the year for them. He has 1 home run on the year, but it's not just that. Sam Lotz leads the team in slugging percentage, so doubles and triples. He has hit the most of them. First pitch, high and a little inside to Sam Lotz, as Braylon Spriggs is trying to bring the heat here early in the first 3 batters against Washington. And that's something to know about Spriggs as well. He is not one to shy away from the battle. He will usually rely on the fastball that he has. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Connects as well right there. So he gets it to a 1-1 count. And for Sam Lotz, he is batting .358 batting average, and his on-base percentage is .515. So he's a decisive one when it comes to it. Pitch high to Sam Lotz. He laid off. And that's going to be the second ball. You can tell the experience there compared to Josiah Wynn, who chased on a high fastball. Sam Lotz didn't get tempted by it. So it's that experience that comes into play. For Sam Lotz, he's going to be facing the fourth pitch. Breaks out of this inning quite easily, as that's a nice hit to left field. Can it drop? It's over Hud Harris's head. He almost actually made the grab, but Sam Lotz is already on 2. Ball is in on the infield, and that is a nice 2-out double for Sam Lotz to maybe keep things going for the Washington Blue Lions. I almost thought Hud Harris had that. as he was 1 or 2 steps off of it, and that's something to note as well. I'm going to probably say it across this game. Waverly's outfield has been exceptional. You have Hud Harris, a sophomore, in left. You have Caden Thornsberry, a freshman, in right. And Landon Ramey, who is in center field. He is Golden Glove defense all year in center field. They have made exceptional catches when it comes to line drives, deep pop-outs. They have bailed their team out in more ways than one. Not able to do it on that hit right there. But first pitch to the 4th batter, not 22. Goes to the backstop for a strike. And now that is going to be 11 pitches for Braylon Spriggs this inning. So far, it has been a lot of fastballs, 2 seams on the inside and 4 seams away to the first 4 batters. But for Aiden Osborne, he is another slugger across this team. He is the cleanup for a reason. Lays off the second pitch for a ball, and it is called just that. Aiden Osborne, his slugging percentage is .548, and he leads the team with on-base percentage. The only leader... the major leader was Bryson Heath. He leads the team in hits, stolen bases, and batting average. He flied out to center at the first at-bat. Aiden Osborne tips a foul ball to the backstop, so now he has a 1-2 count. But you still have to worry about the junior with 17 hits and 9 RBIs on this season. Big old 22. And so far it's a lot of left-handed hitters from what we're seeing from Washington. We haven't seen Braylon Spriggs face a lot of them at home. Looks to be more comfortable against left-handed hitters than right-handed hitters, as time is called from Mr. Osborne. Usually the first inning, Braylon Spriggs has had to face 90% right-handed hitters, and that's where we see him struggle, painting the right side of the plate. But against these left-handers, he seems to be doing just fine. As Caleb Cox lays off the defense there. 4th pitch is a ball, so now we stand at a 2-2 count. And for Aiden Osborne, do not waver, sir. His on-base percentage is .537. So again, Washington Blue Lines more known for getting into deep counts. They are more known for looking and laying off of the 50-50 pitches as number 5's on the way. It's a curveball down and away, but it's tipped. So Aiden Osborne here. And we are still at a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Sam Lotz is on second, and that's been the biggest thing for this Washington team. They have left 136 base runners on across the year, and a lot of reasons why. They have ended games within 2 runs, and 5 out of those 9 games have been losses. So again, it's just been the bottom half of the order. The top half, just like Waverly, has been exceptional. But now, pitch number 6 at this at-bat is on the way. It's inside. Called for a ball. Braylon Spriggs would have wanted that one. Thought he had something called a strike similar in the first 2 batters, but this time the umpire says no, it was far too inside to Aiden Osborne. 7th pitch at this at-bat here. Braylon Spriggs waits for the sign from Cage Alexander. Sam Lotz is still on second. Could get out of this inning. 1 hit may take the lead. And it's a foul ball, so Aiden still battles. His bat is still alive, and the only time he's made contact has been a foul ball. As the dust settles, we still await the final deciding pitch. Spriggs resets. Has so far gone away and to the left side of the plate from Aiden, and it's resulted in a lot of foul tips. We've only seen 1 curveball. It's a curveball that time, and the contact is still there. So Aiden Osborne has now made this an 8-pitch at-bat. And let me tell you, when they say battle kid, he is the best. And what this does to a pitcher is monumental. If you're Aiden Osborne and you can get a hit, you can really check the pitcher out of this game early because it's just a long at-bat. You're expecting a lot of strikes. They're hitting the strike zone. Braylon Spriggs throws the 9th one, and it's high and away. Aiden Osborne lays off, and now we got runners on first and second here in the top of the first inning.
The first baseman, number 16, Cooper Robertson.
And the first baseman is now up to bat, the number 5 hitter, Cooper Robertson. He is another senior, lacks in the batting average department, but has 17 RBIs on the year. Yet again, another left-handed hitter. And if you're Braylon Spriggs, how do you regain your confidence here? Well, a fastball down the middle results in a foul tip. Been the go-to pitch for Braylon Spriggs, and a lot of these at-bats are early in the top of the first. Just a fastball down the middle to see if the hitter can keep up with his speed. But his eyes are starting to wander. Sam Lotz on second base is getting a healthy lead there. Braylon Spriggs hasn't really worried about it because he's got Cage Alexander behind the plate. That catcher has thrown out numerous runners here. Nobody going but another foul tip. So we're at an 0-2 count to Cooper Robertson, the first baseman. And again, this is the situation that Washington has been in all year. 2-out rallies and innings have kept their spirits high, but it has also left their spirits down in the dumps due to the fact that you leave a lot of people on base, and it's a salty taste in your mouth just thinking how many runs you could have been ahead and how many wins you could have had on your season. But on the year, they've reached due to a lot of errors. They've reached on errors 18 times. They have 129 hits. They've been walked 71 times, which is probably one of the higher numbers I've seen. A pitch away, and Cooper lays off. So Braylon Spriggs trying to get these batters to strike zone on early 0-2 counts. And so far, the Blue Lions haven't been biting on them. Sam Lotz and Aiden Osborne on first and second. Cooper Robinson, 1-2 count. Trying to stay alive here. It's on the outside of the plate, and it's another foul ball. So we got a 4-pitch at-bat right now where 2 of them, take that back, 5-pitch at-bat where 3 of them have been foul balls. And honestly, if you're Blue Lions, you'll take this. You're just wearing down Braylon Spriggs at this point. We've seen Spriggs go the distance in a lot of innings, but his defense has done the work. Have we seen innings where Spriggs has had to throw a lot of pitches consecutively? No, we haven't. 6-pitch down the middle to Caleb Cox. He's able to corral it, has to make the play at first. And Cooper Robinson is safe. So the Blue Lions able to beat out the ground ball, and they got bases loaded here with a 2-out rally. Cooper Robinson hustled down the first base line, and Caleb Cox stumbled on that ground ball right there. Could have had the play at second, but due to his little fumble and stumble, he was like, hey, I got to make the easy play at first. The speed from Robertson beats it out. And now Malachi Wayne is up, another freshman. This is where start to get to the bottom of the order, and the on-base percentage, the batting average starts to lessen for the Blue Lions as number 10 takes pitch number 1 for a strike from Braylon Spriggs. A fastball yet again from Mr. Spriggs to see what Malachi is doing and if he's jumpy early in this game. Malachi Wayne, though, on the year is batting .286, so he has boosted his numbers the past 3 games as the Blue Lions have been on this 3-win streak that has rolled their confidence into tonight. Takes second pitch for a ball, and now we're encroaching 25 pitches from Mr. Braylon Spriggs. Defense is back, as we can see. Everybody's saying play at any plate, so we don't want to force anything at home. Braylon Spriggs sets. Fastball a little bit high, but it got Malachi to chase, and he foul-tipped it. So now we are at another 1-2 count where Braylon Spriggs starts to go away from the plate and tries to get the batter to chase. Just hasn't worked so far this first inning. You got bases loaded. We haven't seen Spriggs in many scenarios where the bases have been loaded, but he usually is in situations with runners on. Gives a runner a quick check, curveball, and it's fouled off from Malachi Wayne, the third baseman for this squad. Has 14 hits and 9 RBIs on the year as well. So a small batter, but still an impactful one to the Blue Lions' success offensively and why their record is 8-9. Braylon Spriggs gets the batter to take time, and now we're at a pretty pivotal moment for Braylon Spriggs. Confidence here if he gets a strikeout, especially if it's a fastball through the roof, because you leave 3 runners on and you do a good old lock him down celly. Braylon Spriggs looks at the runner, tries to pitch to the outside, and again, it's not there. It's not close enough for Malachi to say, hey, I will swing at it. So now we're at a 2 count yet again. Braylon Spriggs has gotten ahead against every batter this inning, just hasn't been able to close out the last 3. And now pitch number 5 is on the way for Mr. Spriggs. Down the middle, it's hit. Can it hit the gap? It does indeed. The Blue Lions looking to score 2. Are you making the play? Actually, it's at third base, however, and he's safe. Landon Ramey decided to try and get the runner going to third. And Jeff Noble says, time, let me corral the troops. As I will say, that throw looked like it was there on time. Jeff Noble actually going to go talk to the third base umpire. And now we're going to get a conference at home. So we'll see if the call stands here between the third base ump and the home plate ump as they talk it out. If the call stands, 2 runs score. If the call is overturned, which it isn't, so it doesn't matter. 2 runs score for the Blue Lions. Sam Lotz, who had the double to start out this 2-out rally, and Aiden Osborne, who had a walk. And that is a two-run RBI single for Mr. Malachi Wayne as it got past Tegan Hurt, who's playing second base. And now the number 6 batter up to plate. And it doesn't matter. Braylon Spriggs comes with his confidence. First pitch fastball to Champ Walters. Champ is another freshman, starting to get to the young guns for the Blue Lions. Batting .244 on the year. Sends the second pitch foul to the backstop. And again, another early 0-2 count for Braylon. As that ball snuck by Tegan Hurt in the middle infield right there. Now we got runners on first and third here. Third pitch is high to Champ Walters. You can tell Malachi Wayne, not one of the fastest players on this team. He is a young one still at best. If he decides to take off, I'm sure Cage Alexander will think about throwing him out at second. As that hit is down the left field line, but it's going foul. Champ Walters is staying alive here in this 1-2 count. We're starting to breach 30 pitches here for Braylon Spriggs. As again, it was a good throw from Landon Ramey. He thought he wanted to make the play at the plate on the second runner, but he said, hey, I could maybe get an out at third base. But the call was safe, as now a curveball down low in the dirt for the second ball at this at-bat here for Champ. 30 pitches for Braylon Spriggs. He's an emotional one. He wears them on his sleeves. But for Braylon Spriggs, he can't let, the missed calls go against him. He can't down. He needs to stay up and stay positive to get these early at-bats, as right there. Pitch to the inside, gets the third strike, snatches his glove and says, dang, those 2 runs shouldn't have happened. So ladies and gentlemen, Waverly, they're going to try and get their bats out. We will be back after this.
Bodkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbeckFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding...
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. About to happen here. Waverly going to try and right the wrongs as an two-out rally led to 2 runs for the Washington Blue Lions, and it was off the backs of their pitcher, Sam Lotz, who is going to be on the mound. And let me tell you, this senior has an arsenal of pitches. Usually, on average, we see 3 to 4, but let me tell you, he has a 5th pitch up his sleeve. A 4-seam, a 2-seam, a change, a curve, and then he's got the sinker. And that is going to be the hardest thing for Waverly. If the changeup is working as well as the curveball, and if Sam Lotz can control the sinker this game, those 3 pitches usually look the same. First pitch to Caleb Cox on the outside of the plate for strike number 1. So first pitch, first success, and a couple names for this Waverly batting roster is the first 5. Caleb Cox, Landon Ramey, Cage Alexander, Xander Toller, and Braylon Spriggs. Offensively are all phenomenal. Caleb Cox takes a foul tip for pitch number 2. And 0-2. And praising Caleb Cox, one of the seniors, Kentucky Christian University is where he will be going to college for baseball. He has led this team as the number 1 hitter, most improved batting average across the year. 3rd pitch on the inside for ball number 1. And Caleb Cox has been nothing but exceptional. .329 batting average, .500 on base, 24 hits across the year, 3 doubles to his name, 10 RBIs. Leadoff man does exceptional work. Chases a curveball. It's down in the dirt. And the drop 3rd strike. But it's not there. So the Blue Lions get the first out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And next up is the other senior that has started all year, Landon Ramey. For Landon Ramey, he has moved up in the order all throughout the year. He started at the number 6 hole and now finds himself at the number 2 hole. He has also improved his batting average. He sits around .312 for batting average. Chases a fastball down low for strike number 1. And that is something about Ramey you will usually see. Likes the low ones, so he will go after them. But if he connects, oof, the bombs are there. This man has 3 triples on the season for Waverly. Lays off the same exact pitch, so it's a ball. And now he stands at a 1-1 count. On the year, Waverly has 186 hits, so the first 5 batters have done exceptional work. Fastball down the middle. A little dribbler to the second baseman is corralled, and Landon Ramey isn't able to beat it out. So that is Champ Walters, the freshman. Fields it cleanly and throws it over to Cooper Robertson for a little 4-3 action to get the second out of the inning. Now Cage Alexander, the fearsome catcher, the sophomore. He is also batting .392, he has the highest on the team, right next to Xander Toller, but the highest batting average goes to Cage Alexander. Slugging percentage goes to Xander Toller, who slugging percentage is .743. Cage Alexander is .583. These two have been in a contest to see who has had the most hits across the year. First pitch to Cage Alexander. On the outside, called for a ball. So now, Cage takes the early lead in this count. Haven't seen this from Sam Lotz. Fast motion pitcher. Outside, hit into the deep. Is it going for the gap? It is indeed. Cage Alexander going to try in 2. The play at 2 is there in time. Cage Alexander thought he got by the tag. But it doesn't matter. Heath Bryson, the center fielder senior, throws Cage Alexander out at second. And we see Cage going back to the dugout with his hands up saying, how? Thought he missed it. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Waverly Tigers. We'll be back as top of the second after
Here
this.
with a global leader, Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chillicothe or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Rio, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with a State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Braylon Spriggs is warming up for the top of the second inning. And again, just a little bit of a recap right there. Cage Alexander was frustrated with the call because he thought he got around the tag. But to be honest, I don't think he even touched second base to avoid the tag. And that's Cage Alexander, the sophomore, again, trying to turn that deep hit to the outfield into a double. But Bryson Heath, the senior, offensively, defensively, he is a stud for the Washington Blue Lions. Was able to track that ball down, took the right route in the outfield. He didn't run straight at it. He ran diagonal with the ball path. And now Braylon Spriggs will face the number 8 hitter, Cody Hutchinson. In a way to the right-hander. And number 6, Cody Hutchinson is the DH on the year. Mr. Hutchinson batting .158. He's a sophomore, so still young in his Blue Lions career. And a fastball high gets Mr. Hutchinson to bite on it. So now we stand at a 1-1 count. Braylon Spriggs sets. Delivers. Nice curveball right there. It's a curveball down the middle of the plate for a strike. So 1-2. Here again, Braylon Spriggs finds himself early in the count. What does he come with to Mr. Hutchinson? Fastball to the outside, and he doesn't chase. Cody on base percentage, however, is .214. He's played throughout the year in 15 games. He's walked 3 times. and looks at a fastball down the middle. Braylon Spriggs brings the heater, and Cody has no response. First out of the inning. Gets him done in a breeze, and now Keontae Tyree is up to bat, the number 9 hitter here for the Walton Blue Lions. Keontae Tyree, a junior, batting average .182 on the season. Now looks to set in Braylon Spriggs, shaking off a lot of signs. Now delivering. A bunt is laid down. It does hit Keontae, however, due to him showing the bunt and it actually hitting him, it will go for a strike. His bat did break the plane of the plate, and that is what happens. Unfortunately, even if you get hit by a pitch, if you don't bring that bat back, it is a strike. Now second pitch on the way. Still trying to show for a bunt. Called for a strike. Keontae Tyree. Not necessarily happy about that call, but now in an 0-2 count has to battle. Right-handed pitcher is what Braylon Spriggs has faced in the bottom half of the order now. Cage setting up for an outside pitch, and he gets him chasing. So Braylon Spriggs, after a rough 2-out rally in the first inning, deals with the first 2 batters with strikeouts, and that's the 3rd on the day for Mr. 12 on the mound. And this is the Braylon Spriggs that we know and that we can see. He usually takes an inning, but he will find his stride. Back to the top of the order we go. Bryson Heath, the all-star senior for this squad. What can he do second time around? He flied out to center on a 2-2 count. Basically hit it right to Landon Ramey. And the first pitch was high for a ball. Second pitch on the way. That down the middle is hit by Heath, but it's Tegan Hurt. Not able to corral it off the chest of Tegan Hurt. So the junior, it's a clean, field it cleanly. And another error by the middle infield for Waverly's defense gets Bryson Heath on. A potential 2-out rally yet again for the Blue Lions would be disastrous for Waverly, but Josiah Wynn is up, and last time around he struck out. So Braylon Spriggs knows this in the breakout. Last at-bat against Mr. Wynn might just come with all fastballs this time. Bryson Heath, most stolen bases on the year. If you're Spriggs, you have to be careful. Curveball in the dirt is stopped by Cage Alexander. And now we are reaching 40 pitches here for Mr. Braylon Spriggs. Josiah Wynn has 11 walks on the season. So, number 2 hitter for the Blue Lions has gotten on more ways than one and applied pressure early. Spriggs does an attempt. At least steps off to keep Heath in check. And now Josiah Wynn looks at the second pitch. It's down the third base line. Caden Thornsberry off his glove, isn't able to find it in time. And that's runners advancing yet again for the Blue Lions. In another 2-out rally we are seeing. Reaching on an error yet again are the Blue Lions. And Braylon Spriggs trying to tell his underclassmen only by a year, hey, you're good, you're calm. If you find it in time, maybe look for a play. But now he has to go up against Sam Lotz, who had that deep double into left. If you're Hud Harris, you got to be ready. And even for a left-handed hitter, Landon Ramey, the center fielder, is starting to shift left as well. Spriggs, for the first pitch of this at-bat, is high for a ball. And you can tell this defense is where they're playing at the grass, even the first baseman, Xander Toller. But that's that knowledge. As a freshman, he knows for a left-handed hitter, if he can pull it, it's coming down the line fast. Spriggs sets to deliver the second. Inside, called for a strike. Braylon Spriggs has lived there for a decent amount of time here, the first and second inning. Has had a lot of success with a two-seamer that connects on the outside of the plate, but it's inside for a lot of these left-handed hitters, and it's a nice pitch to get going early on. For the third pitch now, Spriggs delivers. Sam Lotz lays off the curveball low. Tells his fellow senior on second base, no reason to run because Cage is like a brick wall back there. So, a potential two-out rally is starting to rumble here in the top of the second for the Blue Lions yet again. If you're Spriggs, you're starting to get frustrated because you dealt with the first two batters of this inning nicely with strikeouts. Fourth pitch on the way. 2-1 count, swung on, and it's foul tipped to the left side of the parking lot. Sam Lotz, 20 hits, 12 RBIs on the season. 3 doubles, 3 triples. And he also has 15 walks. So it's not only the fact that he can hit a lot, it's his pickiness on the 50-50 pitch, which fans are mostly known for. Even if it's a full count. If it's anywhere that could be a potential ball, this team is going to take it and hope for the walk. It's now fifth pitch for Braylon Spriggs. Swung on to the right side of the field and gets through the gap. Bryson Heath coming home. Play at the plate. Cage Alexander not able to get it in time, and Bryson Heath celebrates. So another run is tacked on. You make it 3-0, and that is an RBI single for Sam Lotz, who has done it again against Braylon Spriggs. And Bryson Heath has wheels. We have seen it right then and there. Caden Thornsberry was a good throw. A little bit off the plate for Cage Alexander, and now we reset yet again. Runners on first and second. First pitch inside, called for a ball. Spriggs has the most strikeouts on the year as well. But something to note about Spriggs is the higher he gets in his pitch count, the more it tends to become a team game. The defense will become more active and integrated. And so far, the line drive right back to Spriggs. And he's able to catch it. So Aiden Osborne, second time around, not able to do anything. And just like that, Waverly get out of it with only a scratch. 3-0 is the lead for the Blue Lions. Can Waverly get anything going? It's too early to tell.
To buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your hometown.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom of the second, and it's already felt like a long game. Washington Blue Lions have battled offensively, and it has gotten early. Sam Lotz has only pitched 7 pitches this game compared to Braylon Spriggs' 40. And now to start off the bottom of the second is big bad Xander Toller. Sam Lott's ERA on the year, 3.13. Exceptional what this senior has done, as curveball right there on the top of the zone isn't able to connect. So, pitch 1 to Xander Toller is a ball, and a little bit more about Sam Lotz. He's only walked 8 people. He has 40 strikeouts on the year. Amazing what this guy has done within 14 innings of baseball. Second pitch, Xander Toller connects on it, but it's a foul tip. So now he stands at a 1-1 count. And for Sam Lotz, he is only allowed 10 earned runs to his name. Curveball swung on for Toller, hit right to the shortstop. Easy play to first base. And it is done just like that. Aiden Osborne to Cooper Robertson are able to clean up nicely. Sam Lotz trusted his defense, and from one senior to a junior, he says thank you very much. Braylon Spriggs is now up to bat in a pitcher v. pitcher battle. Sam Lotz has the speed, and the gas is full early for this young man as he has only thrown 10 pitches. Make it number 11 to the outside, called for strike 1. And again, for Waverly, you just cannot let the emotions get to you. So we've seen the frustration defensively. Somehow need to keep your mind clear when it comes to the offense, because that is where you're going to do your best work, and really where you're going to do the most damage is offense, not defense. You can do a lot of damage defensively, but that's just more of a holdout game till your offense can click. Braylon Spriggs on the year is another hitter that is batting above .300. As a matter of fact, it's .329 is his batting average, and he's got 26 hits on the year with 24 RBIs. Braylon Spriggs foul tips right there. So 0-2 to Mr. 1-2 at the plate. Number 23, Sam Lotz on the mound. Breathes in, breathes out, delivers. That's hit on the left field. Are you going to get down? No, you aren't. Hit right to the left fielder, Caden Dawsonback, the junior for the Blue Lions. Comes up huge with a nice catch. Didn't really have to move that much, but nonetheless, a line drive is always scary, especially when it comes off the bat nicely. As the number 6 hitter, Hud Harris, is now up to bat. For the sophomore Hud on the year, his batting 08, takes first pitch down the middle, called for a strike. And we haven't seen Hud hit the ball mostly. Relies on walks, as he has gotten on with 3 walks, 16 hits actually. So at home we haven't seen Hud Harris do that much. Away, probably been phenomenal, especially when they play those long games at the VA Memorial Stadium. And by long games, I mean those games that go to extra innings that they have had. The foul tip was called. Jeff Noble's talking to the home plate umpire. Do you know about what? No. As he whispers to his pitcher. Jeff Noble also talked to Braylon Spriggs after the first pitch from Sam Lotz was delivered. So I wonder what this will be about. As now, after all that, we stand at an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Hud Harris, a left fielder, missed that fly ball in the first inning, but offensively, he is a speedster as well, so when he gets on, look for him to steal. Third pitch at this bat, low and away. Sam Lotz has been relying on speed for the first 6 batters that he has faced so far against the Waverly offense. It's the first ball right there to Hud Harris. Sam sets, delivers the 4th pitch. Down the middle, cold strike 3. Hud Harris looks shocked, but it doesn't matter. That's the call. You got to deal with it, I guess. Waverly, back to defense they go, and the score is still 3-0.
Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or makehire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Top of the 3rd is about to happen. Braylon Spriggs is around 45 pitches, and we have a change. Brock Burdett comes in at first. Xander Toller going to the bullpen. He is indeed. So again, those two names, the most utilized pitchers in this rotation for Waverly. They have thrown the most pitchers. They have pitched the most innings. It is the young guns, Braylon Spriggs and Xander Toller. Now, Braylon Spriggs is facing Cooper Robertson to start the 3rd inning. Last time Robertson had a hit in the middle infield, he does that off the first pitch. That's Tegan Hurt. He's able to field it clean and makes up for his mistake in the 2nd inning. Just like that, the first out is done after 1 pitch. And a nice job for Tegan Hurt to get some confidence back there. As Robertson had a similar hit in the middle infield in the 1st inning that sparked that 2-out rally. He reached off of a fielder's choice. And now the next batter up is Malachi. A small one, but impactful for a single up the middle infield as well. It got right by Tegan Hurt the past time around. The hit from Cooper Robertson I'm talking about was Caleb Cox that tried to field that one. But 0-1 is the count for Braylon Spriggs against Mr. Wayne, and Wayne is able to connect on it. That is Baleen that comes in. And it did slow down in the grass, but it doesn't matter because Baleen from freshman to freshman get it done. So a little 5-3 action, and Brock Burdett comes in and already has to deal with some throws from his fellow infielders, as now it has only taken four pitches to get through 2 batters. Champ Walters is now up, and Champ on the day is 0 for 1 as he struck out in the top of the 1st. He was the end of that 2-out rally. Swings on the first pitch, and they are starting to figure out this Braylon Spriggs fastball that he has brought. Well, they found it out and figured it out early in the first inning. But for Braylon Spriggs, it's usually two-seam, four-seam away is what he usually likes to throw. Go to the off-speed stuff. Go to the changeup, perhaps. Start mixing that in a little bit, sir. So now he sets to deliver the second pitch. Swung on right there, and that's that changeup I'm talking about. It's a different off-speed. It's just slower. Champ Walters wasn't able to handle it as now the 0-2 count to number 5. Doesn't want to strike out again as it's frustrating to be the one that ends a 2-out rally. Able to connect on it up the middle, but it is soft. Caleb Cox fields it on the first. Brock stretches and gets it done. So a quick, easy inning for Braylon Spriggs. And now the defense is starting to turn outs left and right. The Blue Lions look to take the defensive side of things. Waverly back on the offense after this.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit bodkinhornbackfunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit boyerfuneral.com.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Tegan Hurt is up to bat here to start the bottom of the third, and it's been a slow one. 3 up, 3 down is what it's been for Waverly's offense. Can the junior start things off? He lays down a bunt, but it goes to the backstop. So, strike number 1 to Mr. Tegan Hurt. We haven't seen Tegan that much either. Last time around, he did play in the Jackson game. He played at second. And during the Jackson game, offensively, he didn't hit, actually. It was A.J. Eblin that DH'd for him. So this is the first time I'm seeing Tegan Hurt alive in the flesh. Takes pitch number 2 down the middle for a strike. And now early 0-2 lead for Mr. Sam Lotz. Mr. Exceptional on the mound. Time is called. Sam Lotz started his motion. And on the year, this pitching rotation for the Blue Lions, their ERA is 3.11. Third pitch, high and away in the zone for ball number 1. This pitching rotation has also only allowed 124 hits. The defense has only allowed 59 stolen bases and 33 errors. They got 6 double plays on the year. Fourth pitch along the way, high as the fastball isn't able to touch the top of the zone, and now Tegan Hurt is battling here against Sam Lotz, who has only allowed 14 hits on the year. Tegan Hurt in a 2-2 count looks at the pitch away from the zone, and now we stand at 3-2 count. Sam Lotz had the early 0-2 lead, very similar to what Braylon Spriggs had the first 2 innings. Now gets himself in a 3-2 count. Waverly dugout coming alive. Sam Lotz, are you rattled? Fifth pitch on the way. Down the middle, Tegan Hurt gets caught looking. Third strikeout on the day. Second one where he gets a batter looking for Sam Lotz. keeps on improving as Sam Lotz has 2 wins on the season to his stat name. One of the most used pitchers on this Blue Lions rotation. He is third in line. Usually it's Malachi Wynn and James Bunch that pitch. But it's Sam Lotz that gets the senior start here. First pitch to Tyler Baleen. I do apologize. Very similar build to Caden Thornsberry. But it's the number 8 hitter for Waverly that takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside. Second pitch on the way. And it's down the middle yet again. Tyler Baleen did a little bit of a half swing, and confidence needs to be there for these young guns in the bottom half of the order as they start to dwindle in the batting average. Tyler Baleen is .261 on the year. He's got 18 hits, though, so a speedster at that. He can reach on air, swings at the third pitch, and it only took 3 to get the and dusted. As now, Caden Thornsberry, the right fielder for Waverly, another freshman who bats at .210. His on-base percentage is .324. He's got 9 walks on the season, 19 strikeouts. And like I said, the bottom half of the order has been struggling as Tyler Baleen also has 25 strikeouts now to his name on the season. Caden Thornsberry did a little bit of a half-check swing, but it didn't come across the plate, so it is called a ball to the number 9 hitter. And we have seen this before from Waverly. Very similar game that we saw 3 up, 3 downs was the Alexander Spartans. There was only 2 innings where they had 4 batters come up to the plate. Caden Thornsberry connects, but it's off the knob of his bat. Can he get there in time? Sam Lotz is unable to deal with it, as when he came up, the transition to throw it to first, it just slipped out of his hand. So Caden Thornsberry flew down the first base line, and he reaches on an air. So maybe a 2-out rally here for Waverly can put some life back in these boys. Now it's Caleb Cox. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a drop third strike that didn't go his way. First pitch, nice little curveball to the outside, connects. And now we got a runner on first here for Waverly. Caleb Cox on the year has 24 hits, 3 doubles. Can he make an impact here? Hits the gap. It is going to get down. Caden Thornsberry is going to, whoa, he rounded second, and his coach gave him the sign because you know who was in center. Bryson Heath. He's got a cannon on him. So it is a stand-up single for Caleb Cox as he gets on and moves Caden Thornsberry to second here. The 2-out rally is happening, and now it is Landon Ramey who is up to bat. His slugging percentage is .450. And for Ramey, he is 0 for 1 on the day. He had a ground ball to the second baseman, Champ Walters, in the first inning. Can he keep it rolling here for the Tigers? Takes first pitch inside for a strike. And for Ramey, he's got 11 stolen bases, 12 RBIs on the season. He's done a lot of work on the base and at the plate itself. Thornsberry maybe not looking to steal because this is a left-handed batter. As Ramey takes another pitch. That one more down the middle than the first one. And that is called for strike number 2. So now Ramey has to battle here. Sam Lotz hasn't used a lot of motion. It's usually just been fastballs away, trying to get a player to chase. Does he come with the sinker or the changeup here with the 0-2 count? Third one on the way. It is contacted. It's a blooper. Does it get down? The outfield dives for it. It does get down. Caden Thornsberry rounding third. He gets home. So a little blooper into left field, and that is Waverly scoring 1. Caden Thornsberry was putting on the wheels. With 2 outs, you don't even need to look back. There's no reason. Everybody, you should be. And Caden Thornsberry was doing just that. A little blooper right there from Mr. Landon Ramey as well brings up Cage Alexander here in the bottom of the third. Last time Cage Alexander had that hit into center, but tried to make it a double, and a pass ball gets behind the catcher, Josiah Wynn. Everybody advances one, and now we got runners on third and second. No easy play at any plate here. You got to look a runner back and go to one with Cage Alexander at the plate. We're going to get a little bit of talk here. Sam Lott's the starter. So everybody stay in your seats. Cage Alexander will be right back at the bat after this talk, but his slugging percentage is .583, 29 hits on the year. He's got 6 triples. He leads the team in triples. He also has 2 home runs. When I was talking about the competition between Cage Alexander and Xander Toller, this is what I'm talking about. Listen to these stats. Batting average. Cage Alexander, .392. Xander Toller, .345. On base percentage, Cage Alexander, .495. Xander Toller, .404. Slugging percentage, .583 for Cage Alexander, .743 for Xander Toller. 29 hits they both share. 11 doubles is Xander Toller. 8 doubles for Cage Alexander. The only thing that Xander Toller has going for him is the 3 home runs that he has hit compared to Cage's 2. Second pitch for a ball right there. And now, Cage Alexander early in the 2-0 count. Waverly starting to have some life here. 3-1 is the score. They're starting to claw back as pitch a little high for the umpires like. And now we are at a 3-0 count to the big 1-0. I can make a big impact here. His fourth pitch to Mr. Cage Alexander. Down the middle. He did take it, but it's a 3-0 count, so any hitter looks at a 3-0 count. I'm not surprised Cage. I'm honestly not surprised Cage didn't swing at that, though, because he's known to have a fast bat. Cage loves to swing it as he takes time here. And again, last time around, Cage did try and extend his single into a double in the first inning, which led to the third out. Starting to see some life here. The bats are showing. They've kind of been slowed down the past few games. Cage Alexander swung on a curveball. But that's that 4th or 5th pitch that Sam Lotz loves to throw. And he doesn't throw it a lot, but it is effective. Now at a 3-2 count. Runners on third and second. Cage, you can tie this game with a swing. Sam Lotz delivers, 6th pitch. It is tipped up. It's at the backstop. There is a play on it. That is the catcher, Josiah Wynn, not able to get there in time, and he was worried about the wall. But the freshman not able to catch that pop-up and get his team. Cage Alexander stays alive. One more pitch. And honestly, if you're Waverly, you've done one thing right. You've extended the pitch count out of Sam Lotz. He has doubled it this inning as he has struggled now against the bottom and top of the order for Waverly. 7th pitch on the way. Caden inside. It's a 2-seamer. Called for strike 3. Cage Alexander shows a lot of emotion. The umpire gives him a look, but nonetheless, Sam Lotz leaves 2 on. He only gets away with the scratch. Lead for the Blue Lions. They're back up by 2. We'll be back after this.
Your financial needs. Trust the First National Bank of Waverly. Serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or makehire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Get a little bit of a singing break in. Top of the fourth here in Tiger Town. Rihanna's on, and you know I get down to the Rihanna jam. No matter what song it is, I'll bust a move, I'll crank a note. But it doesn't matter. What's cranking is the bats for the Washington Blue Lions. Cody Hutchinson is now up to start the top of the fourth. Last time he struck out against Braylon Spriggs, and he takes pitch one for a ball. And now the fans are getting a little rowdy behind home plate. Braylon Spriggs not able to connect there as second pitch called for a strike on the outside of the plate. Cody Hutchinson last time around did strike out, but on the year, Hutchinson, 6 hits, 6 RBIs, 1 double, 2 triples to his name, and has struck out 12 times. Looks at strike number 2. And it's a 1-2 count here for Braylon Spriggs. He has faced a lot of these early in the first and second inning. He wasn't able to come away with much, but that third inning, Braylon, as he got out at 1-2-3. Fourth pitch is high and away to the right-handed batter. And now Mr. 1-2 on the mound is coming up on 55 pitches. Fifth one here. Down the middle. Gets Cody chasing. And just like that, it's another strikeout to Braylon Spriggs' name. That is the fourth on the day for Mr. Braylon. As he has, of April, he was at 30 strikeouts already. So across the year, I can't imagine what Braylon Spriggs' total strikeout package is. He is now facing Keontae Tyree. Takes pitch number 1 down the middle. A meatball and a half, but Keontae decided to lay off, and last time around, this is where Braylon Spriggs did his best work. He got strikeouts against Cody Hutchinson and Keontae Tyree back-to-back in the top of the second. Can he do the same thing here in the top of the fourth? Well, it's a hit down the left field line, and it did go foul before Tyler Baleen touched it. So it's an 0-2 count here. The number 9 hitter, Keontae Tyree, who also has 6 hits on the year, 4 walks, 24 strikeouts. His slugging percentage is .304, and he has 4 stolen bases. So for Keontae, middle-of-the-pack guy, he is a junior. He's going to be leading this team next year with fellow Aiden Osborne. Going to try and boost his numbers and his confidence. Takes number 3 down the middle for strikeout. Got him looking. And just like that, 1, 2 batters are gone. Where Braylon Spriggs has struggled, Bryson Heath, top of the order. You're coming up on 60 pitches through 4 innings for Braylon Spriggs. Bryson Heath had a single last time around and also flied out to center. Chased on a curveball right there down in the dirt for strike number 1. And the single, he reached on an air due to Tegan Hurt not able to corral it. Took a weird hop at the last second and hit his chest. Second pitch, down the middle, swung on. That is Tyler Baleen. Catches it nicely on a hop. And an easy throw to Brock Burdett. Just like that, 1-2-3, Waverly starting to ride the waves. Can they do the same thing on offense? Bottom of the fourth. We'll be back.
Should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What do we celebrate?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Bodkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbeckFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Sam Lotz takes the mound one more time, one more inning. Bottom of the fourth here. First pitch to Xander Toller was a strike. And we are back. Xander Toller, second time around, facing Sam Lotz. He had a ground ball to the shortstop. Chases on a curveball down low. And now he's facing an early 0-2 count. Xander Toller, we already listed his stats, but the highest slugging percentage on this team. Probably has the most power with his 3 home runs. And now he's facing an early 0-2 count. Third pitch right down the middle. And Sam Lotz says, hey, you want a fastball? Try and deal with it, son.
The pitcher, number 12, Braylon.
Gets another strikeout, and that is the fifth on the day for Sam Lotz. Adds to his 40 strikes on the season, so he is now at 45 through the playoffs, and the score is still 3-1. Blue lines ahead. I do apologize. Braylon Spriggs swings on the first pitch, but it's right to Aiden Osborne, and he fields it cleanly. And guess what he does? He gets the second out of the inning, only on one pitch.
The left fielder,
So
number
now
3,
Hud Harris is up,
Harris.
and a quick inning yet again. So it's only been 4 pitches so far for Sam Lotz. That third inning did take a lot out of him. Hud Harris last time did go down looking. So right the wrong with an 0-1 stat line today. That's a nice right there across the middle of the plate. For an 0-1 count to Hud Harris. Looks at pitch 2. On the outside part of the plate for a strike. 44 pitches for Sam Lotz, and again, his ERA is just off the charts, 3.13. The whole pitching rotation, the blue line side, the highest is 4.20, which is exceptional, but they have given up a lot of hits and they have given up a lot of runs. Third pitch to Hud Harris. Swinging, it's a curveball. Drop third strike, however, and he gets it done. Josiah Wynn, able to handle it behind the plate. Goes to Cooper Robertson. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, a quick one at that. We'll be right back with the top of the
All
fifth.
your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly. Serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or MakeHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, after a quick bottom of the fourth. The defense is out there yet again, trying to hold the line. First pitch is swung on for a foul ball, and that is 61 on the day for Braylon Spriggs. He is facing Josiah Wynn for the third time today, and Josiah Wynn is 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on an error in the second inning from Caden Thornsberry, and he struck out in the first. So he's 50% right now. Takes a pitch on the inside, called for a ball for a 1-1 count. And if you are following Southeastern baseball, OSHA, no matter what division, no matter what conference, Eastern Beaver did lose to Peoples 6-0. So that is already one team bounced out of the tournament. I will give you an update on the bracket of Division 4 baseball, at least for the district, in the next following innings after this. So, but for now, we are in the top of the is still 3-1 after a couple early offensive explosions from the Blue Lions has been held so far through the last 2 innings, as that is not a strikeout. I thought it was the third strike, but it is only the second to Josiah Wynn. And now a 2-2 count. So Braylon Spriggs stands, and he is going to try and get through as many innings as he can before Xander Toller is brought in. Fifth pitch to this. Josiah Wynn wasn't able to connect. Braylon Spriggs gets him swinging for the first out of the inning.
Number 23, Sam Lotz.
And that is the 6th strikeout on the day for Braylon Spriggs. Next up is Sam Lotz, Mr. Big and Bad for this team. He had a double in the first inning. He had a single that hit the right side of the gap on the infield in the second. We haven't seen him since. And the first pitch connects on the outside to this left-handed batter for strike number 1. Sam Lotz, when it comes to batting, has also been exceptional. We've said his numbers offensively throughout, but 12 RBIs on 20 hits, 1 home run. He's only struck out 5 times on the season. Takes pitch number 2 to the inside for a strike, and now Braylon Spriggs starting to get a little bit of confidence. That 2-seamer on the inside has just been working against these left-handed hitters all day. And now Sam Lotz looking at an 0-2 count. Third pitch on the way. Can you get him done in 3? You are, but that's a hit to the second baseman, Tegan Hurt. He fields it cleanly on a hop, and just like that, Brock Burdett is able to catch it in swine. So Sam Lotz goes back to the dugout jogging. A little 4-3 action, and Tegan Hurt is getting a whole lot of that this game. as he is around. 4 ground balls go his way. He has fielded 2 of them cleanly, 2 of them he has not. And a 5th one got past him as well. So the next batter is up. That's Aiden Osborne. He swings on the first pitch down the first base line, but it does go foul. 66 now for Braylon Spriggs, and Aiden Osborne on the day is technically 0 for 1. He had a walk in the first inning, but that doesn't count towards official batting stats. And now he line drived in the top of the second as well. Swings on the second pitch, and now he's down 0-2 early. Walks do go to official batting stats, but that's on base percentage. It doesn't go to stats throughout the game. Just want to make that clear for everybody. So that is why it's technically a 0-1 stat line for Aiden Osborne. Third pitch on the way for Braylon Spriggs. He's feeling himself. It's a foul ball. The confidence starting to grow here for this young man late in this game, as Waverly only have 2 more innings, or 3 more innings to figure it out on if they can muster up 2 runs and make this comeback. Braylon Spriggs, 4th pitch at bat to Aiden Osborne. Inside, it's a little too inside though. And that was pitch number 69 for Braylon Spriggs. He came with a fastball inside. Aiden Osborne laid off it, who has 17 hits, 9 RBI, struck out 9 times, and his slugging percentage is .548. So Mr. number 22 has had an exceptional year as well, the junior. Looking to take up the torch next year. It's pitch number 5 to Aiden Osborne on the way, and it's a curveball in the dirt. Number 70 for Braylon Spriggs. Doesn't connect, and now a 2-2 count. We saw this earlier in the first and second inning for Spriggs. He gets ahead, tries to go with the away and off speed. He doesn't connect, but for the 6th, down the middle, into center field, Landon Ramey. Under it, however, does a little spin after a catch, so had a nice little pop, but it hanged far too long for the Waverly defense to get under it. As just like that, it's another 1-2-3 for the Waverly defense, and back to offense we go.
I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What do we celebrate?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with a State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 21.
Bottom of the 5th here, and now we get a little substitution. It is A.J. Eblin coming in for Tegan Hurt. We usually see A.J. Eblin DH for Tegan. And A.J. Eblin on the year has a batting average of .231. Also struggles at the plate a little bit in the bottom half of the order, the bottom 3 for this Waverly team, but he has still accumulated 6 hits on the year, 4 walks, has struck out 13 times. On base percentage, however, is .382. And a little bit of more of an update on these playoffs. So Waverly is and Washington is the 11th seed. For the first round, all higher seeds have home field advantage. And then the rest of these games will be played at the VA Memorial Stadium or at Ohio University at the Wren Stadium. The next matchup, or the next team that Waverly or the Blue Lions will be playing, is either Logan Elm or Vinton County, the 7 seed versus the 10 seed matchup. That is happening this week as well. It's actually happening right now, today, at 5. So if we can get an update of that game, we will as well. And now, A.J. Eblin takes a quick first 2 strikes from Sam Lotz. Oh, I take that back. It is Wheelersburg. Wheelersburg had a first-round bye. I just saw Logan Elm and Vinton County. That matchup was right above the Waverly one. They will play Uniota, who also has a first-round bye. Those games will happen at the VA Memorial Stadium. So one of these two teams is facing off as A.J. Eblin took a curveball to the outside of the plate for strike number 3.
Tyler Baleen.
Got him looking, he did indeed. So one of these teams is playing Wheelersburg, who sits at 12-9 on the year. That next round matchup is May 23rd. And the next man up is Tyler Baleen. Don't look too far into the future, ladies and gentlemen. 1 foot at a time. Waverly needs to do just that. Tyler Baleen last time struck out, and he takes just that right down the middle for pitch number 50 from Sam Lotz. And again, the bottom half of the order just struggles. The number 7, number 8, number 6, number 7, number 8 hitter all have a tendency to take more strikes than not. Pitch number 2 is too high for number 13, Tyler Baleen. And now for Sam Lotz, he stands at a 1-1 count. Has done an exceptional job so far with 50 pitches. Make that 52 as Tyler Baleen made contact but fouled it off. And again, for Baleen, just have more confidence. These swings, these check swings. I mean, I don't care if you miss the ball. I'm pretty sure Jeff Noble doesn't either. Swing the dang bat as number 3 is high across the head of Tyler Baleen for a 2-2 count now. There's only 1 out in this inning. If Baleen can get on, it would be huge. Last time around in the bottom of the 3rd, we saw the 2-out rally from Caden Thornsberry happen. 1 more batter and 1 more out to your name if your Waverly would help. As pitch number 4 on the outside of the plate connects, Tyler Baleen goes down looking as well. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sam Lotz. And on the day, that is number 8. I was going to say 7, but I forgot about the drop 3rd strike that happened in the 1st inning on Caleb Cox. So now, Caden Thornsberry up to bat. He had a nice little single. He reached on an error due to Sam Lotz not able to transition the ball when he was going to throw it to first. He took that first pitch for a foul ball to the backstop. Back-to-back strikeouts. And it's Caden Thornsberry that doesn't want to have the same fate. Pitch number 2 on the way. You were able to connect on it. It is a little bit of a squibbler off the top of the bat. And it does go foul for Caden Thornsberry, who now sits at 0-2 count. He's got an active bat so far, and on the day, he is technically 1 for 1 because of that error from Sam Lotz in the bottom of the 3rd. It's been slow, though. However, the 3rd inning for the Waverly Tigers has been the only inning that they have not gone 1-2-3 outwise. Caden, if he wants to extend. Sam Lotz, 3rd pitch. Ooh, it is high and inside for Caden Thornsberry, who did not swing. And now we get a little bit of a reset here. Thornsberry struck out 19 times on the year, but he's got 3 stolen bases, and I mentioned it earlier, 9 walks. Slugging percentage is .226, but his on-base percentage is .324. Knows how to extend it. Curveball to the outside. Doesn't connect. For Sam Lotz, has had a lot of motion on that one right there. We've seen a lot of curveballs from Sam Lotz high in the zone, though. He tries to get the 12-6 curve to connect at the top, which is, when you're doing that, it is phenomenal because it's one of the harder pitches to hit. It's a high ball that eventually breaks late and just touches the top of the zone. But now at this 2-2 count, on the outside corner, yet again, sit him down, son. Sam Lotz gets 3 this inning, and they were all looking. Back to the bats, the Blue Lions go. They're still up by 2. It's 3-1. Waverly, top of the 6th. What do you have for defense after this?
Botkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbeckFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Top of the 6th here for the Waverly defense. The past few innings have been 1, 2, 3 outings for this squad, and we do have a new face on the mound. So Xander Toller is coming in after a 70-pitch count for Braylon Spriggs. He will now move to first. Brock Burdett will go back to the bench. Everybody still stays at their normal positions. And this will be an interesting one because that much. I've only seen him one time on a limited pitch count because he threw 100 pitches the day before. And for this freshman, he's got the speed. He's got the juice. He can blow it by some people. It's when he comes with the off-speed, the other pitches that he has in his arsenal. How do those look? Well, for the first time today, Cooper Robertson will be facing him. And for Cooper, he is 1-2 on the day. He had a single in the first inning in their 2-out rally stint, and he had a ground ball to Tegan Hurt in the top of the 3rd as well. Takes the first pitch from Xander Toller all the way out of this ballpark, and it's a foul ball. But for Cooper Robertson, he's only struck out 4 times on the year as well. He's had 3 hit-by-pitches, 17 RBIs on 13 hits and 2 doubles. So the left-handed hitter has done something exceptional. Called for strike number 2 is going to be the inside pitch from Xander Toller. And again, this umpire has been very reliable and very consistent when it comes to the inside pitch on these left-handed batters or right-handed batters. It's an outside pitch to them. If you're Waverly, it's been very, very consistent when it comes to that spot. Xander Toller now sets, delivers, swung on, gets the first strikeout. So he gets them done in 3, and Cooper Robertson goes back to the dugout. At least he swung the bat, so he didn't go down looking. But that is one you're going back to the dugouts, shaking your head because it was a high pitch. Something about high pitches that a lot of batters just love. I don't know what it is to love about them. I love the high. I like the top right corner of the strike zone. You send a pitch that way, I can go yard with it, oppo, but my days were behind me back in high school. I sound old saying that. But nonetheless, we get a time here from Malachi Wayne, who is probably one of the smallest players on this team. We do see some action from the Blue Lions. Another pitcher is warming up in the bullpen for them, but that won't happen until next inning. Maybe we'll see a change. Sam Lotz has done a phenomenal job on the day, only allowing 1 run and 8 strikeouts. For Xander Toller, he gets his first, and again, Braylon Spriggs went out today with a 70 pitch count, and he had 7 strikeouts to his name. That is a hit. That is. Tyler Baleen not able to corral it right there. Had too much speed, and when it hit the ground, it didn't bounce the way he thought it did. And the bunt right there from Malachi Wayne is able to get down. So it surprised everybody. Tyler Baleen wasn't able to see that one clearly. Champ Walters is now up to bat. And we do have a pinch runner from Malachi Wayne. It is going to be number 12, Bentley Lester, who on the year doesn't have many stolen bases, but a fast one he is indeed. Champ Walters on the day, he is 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the first inning and a ground ball to Caleb Cox in the top of the third. He shows a bunt. Xander Toller isn't able to connect on the outside of the plate, however. And now, if we're Blue Lions, it was hot and heavy in the first two. Now we're just condensing this game. Now we're just trying to see if we can tack on the ticky-tacky runs to extend it one more at a time. The Blue Lions not wanting to let Waverly think they can get any sort of momentum. And it would honestly be huge if you get a run this way, because you had the explosion at the top of the order. And now when you go to the bottom half, they play small ball, which you haven't been expecting all day. They haven't been showing the bunt signs. Tyler Baleen is in. Another bunt sign is shown. The pitch from Xander Toller, though, isn't able to connect. So now 2-0 is the count to this left-handed batter. Champ Walters has only got 1 double, 10 hits, and 5 RBIs across the season. Struck out 13 times. His slugging percentage is .317, however. Shows another bunt, pulls back. That connects on the outside of the plate for a strike. And now 2-1 is the count with a runner on first here. Xander Toller starting to settle into this game. It's only his second batter here. You would love if Toller can finish out the rest of this game and maybe come away with a win. It's another pitch to the outside. 3-1 is the count because, again, going back to what Waverly has in their rotation, it's Spriggs, it's Toller. And then it's just a lot of relief inning pitchers. You got A.J. Eblum that can at least get you through 3 innings. That's through the middle of the game, though. Caleb Cox. You got Baleen, who's a freshman, and Brock Burdett, who's a freshman. But for Toller, he is a freshman as well. He has excelled amongst many of them and sends another one down the middle for strike number 2. Full count here for Champ Walters, who has extended this and really just watched a lot of pitches to the outside of the plate. Now he has to battle anything close. He's not going to bunt. You know that. Tyler Baleen steps back because, hey, a bunt and a foul, he's out. Xander Toller sets, delivers the 6th pitch in the count, gets him swinging, and that's Champ Walters going down. So 2 strikeouts already for Mr. Xander Toller. The big, tall freshman making his way through the bottom of the order. And now the number 8 hitter, Cody Hitchens, the DH. What can Mr. Hitchens provide? As he has 12 strikeouts on the year. He only has 1 double and 2 triples to his name. First pitch, high, has still swung on it. And now we're starting to see Toller put the pieces together. Consecutive strikes to his name. And there's still a runner on first. Delivers the second to Mr. Hutchinson's. Down low. Called a strike. It is indeed. 12th pitch this inning for Mr. Xander Toller. And it's been all fastballs for this young man. Hasn't done anything else. Give him the good old 1-2. In this playbook, Xander Toller's only got 1 pitch, and he's using it quite well. Third. 0-2 count. Almost had him chasing. Almost had him chasing. 1-2 is the count now. I mean, for the Blue Lines, they've struggled as well. They had 6 hits through the first 2 innings, but after that, it has just been nothing on the scoreboard for them. Xander Toller sets down the middle, strikes him out. So you get a fresh new face in on the mound, and just like that, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 done for Waverly. They're running out. The 6th they go. They are down 2. 3-1 is the scoreline. Will anything change after this?
Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the hometown advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What do we celebrate?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking for...
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom of the 6th here in Tiger Town, Waverly. They only got 6 outs left to their name. They have to stretch it across 2 innings to make this comeback happen, and we have a new face on the mound for the Washington Blue Lions. So after 6 years, Sam Lotz is done. The senior leaves it up to his junior, Aiden Osborne, who has pitched 25 innings for the Blue Lions across the season. His ERA is 3.08, and you got an even fearsome pitcher coming onto the mound. He has thrown the most pitches across this rotation, and the first one is a ball low and away. And why not deal with the top of the order to start off this challenge for Aiden Osborne? He's only allowed 23 hits on the season. He's only walked 8 people. That's another low pitch for number 22. Doesn't connect, so now a 2-0 count for Caleb Cox here. As he might have tweaked something in his foot right there. I don't know, walked away gingerly. He's got 25 strikeouts on the year, though. Aiden does to his name. Third pitch to Caleb Cox is still low and away. 3-0 count. Hitter's dream. The green light is here to look at a pitch. For Aiden Osborne, you are the rest of this game in your hands. Fastball down the middle for strike number 1. A little bit more action across D4 baseball. You got Galley Academy taking on Meggs in a first-round matchup, and you got McLean taking on New Lexington. 3-1 is the count. Down the middle yet again to Caleb Cox. So a 3-2 count now, where Caleb Cox has to battle. He's got 10 RBIs to his name, but with no runners on, it doesn't really matter. 6 pitch on the way. Swings on to the outside, and Caleb Cox goes down swinging, I should say.
16, Landon Ramey.
It was only the 3rd time that Cox has been up, and on the day he is now 1 for 3. He had a strikeout in the first. He had a single in the third, and a strikeout right there. Landon Ramey, though, is up to bat, and he is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. He had a little blooper, actually, into left field. Swings on that one. That's going to get down. So a nice hit out of Landon Ramey And he starts it off
The
nicely.
catcher, number 10.
A
Paige
single
Alexander.
right into the right field. Bryson Heath was able to get it. And now this brings up Cage Alexander. It's the first time we've seen runners on without a two-out rally for the Waverly Tigers. So can this be the difference? Can this be the juice? Cage Alexander on the year. He's got 26 RBIs as well. He packs the punch, but he had the dicey decision in the first and accidentally looked at a strike 3. First pitch to Cage Alexander is low in the dirt. So for Mr. Cage Alexander, he is 0 for 2 on the day. He does have a hit technically to his name because in the first inning it did get down for a hit. He just tried to extend it for a second one. Landon Ramey on first making some motion. Cage looks at a pitch down low in the dirt. For Aiden Osborne, just hasn't gotten his momentum yet. He's hanging on to these pitches a little bit too long. That is why he's throwing them more in the dirt, so needs to release it a tad bit higher in his motion. And so far, it's been all fastballs. Alexander sets, sees the third one. That's going to get through to the gap into the right field. Landon Ramey not going to try for third, though. The outfield is there, and it's a single to move the runners for Cage Alexander. Xander Toller is up now. As the hits are starting to come to this Waverly squad. That is the 6th one on the day, actually. They've stretched it across 6 innings, and for Xander Toller, he is 0 for 2 on the day as well. He had a ground ball in the bottom of the 2nd, and he had a strikeout in the bottom of the 4th. Can he change the tide here against Aiden Osborne, who only has allowed 11 earned runs to his name? His on-base percentage, though, is .242. Another in the dirt for Aiden. I'm sorry, his on-base percentage is .308. His on-base average is .242. Doesn't let many runners on, but it only takes 1 inning here. Second pitch to Xander Toller. It's high inside for ball number 2. And Aiden Osborne is just throwing consecutive balls after consecutive balls where he then has to come and lower his speed, which is why these hits have come for the Waverly Tigers. Runners on first and second. A play at any plate. Xander Toller could make a change in this game. Takes a pitch down low, and now we're at a 3-0 count. Now with Aiden Osborne coming into pitch, Sam Lotz has moved to short. So that is the change that has happened defensively for the Washington Blue Lions. And are they starting to crumble here? 3-0 count. Down the middle. Called for a strike to Xander Toller. Is he going to have a similar fate as Caleb Cox, who just looked at 3 consecutive strikes and eventually had to swing? I don't believe the power behind this man and the contact will allow him to do that. 5th pitch on the way. Down the middle. Toller swung on it. It was technically a little bit high, and he knows it. He should have laid off on that one. Now on a 3-2 count. 3-1 is the score here. A swing and the game could change. You got runners on first and second here for Aiden Osborne. This would be a dream to get the second out in this scenario. 3-2 count. 6th pitch on the way. Xander Toller isn't able to connect. He misses it by a hair, and he's frustrated. As now, Braylon Spriggs, who has connected throughout the game, just hasn't had the ball land. He had a fly out to left field in the bottom of the 2nd, and he had a ground ball to the shortstop in the bottom of the 4th. Now faces Aiden Osborne on the mound. Landon Remy on second, Cage Alexander on first. The big boys have swung and connected here early for Waverly. Contact there for Braylon. And it goes to the cars behind us. Braylon Spriggs on the year. 24 RBIs, 4 doubles. Slugging percentage .405. Another strong, solid young hitter for the Waverly squad. They have something built here. They do not want to lose, though, to this Washington Blue Lions team. Contact down the left field line. Are you going to be able to get there? Nice, amazing play by the freshman Malachi Wayne. He is able to corral it. He actually had to back up because of the hop from the ground ball and because of the easy play at third. He dove just in time to get the tag on the bag to beat Landon Ramey. So you leave 2 on the bases. If you are Waverly, the score is still 3-1. Quick break. We'll be back after this.
Sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports.
Top of the 7th. It is the last inning of this. Waverly can score 2, but that won't happen until they're on offense. Defensively, they need to hold the line. Job through the 3rd and the 5th inning. They didn't allow a single hit, a single error, and they left nobody on base. They didn't allow a single score. Braylon Spriggs found himself. It was just the first 2 innings for that young man. Just wasn't able to catch the Washington Blue Lions by surprise. As a matter of fact, it was the Blue Lions she caught the Waverly Tigers by surprise. Again, the last time these two teams met was in 2023-2024 semis, and it was Waverly that beat them. Other than that, Waverly hasn't played this squad since a doubleheader in 2015, and that was the only time the Washington Blue Lions beat Waverly was in a doubleheader. So this could be huge because this is almost a 10-year drought. It is an 11-year drought for the Blue Lions in terms of beating Waverly. And what better way to do that in district semifinals? First pitch was a foul tip against Keontae Tyree. Xander Toller now in an 0-1 count. Keontae Tyree on the year. Well, he swung on that pitch and missed. But on the year, Tyree, 6 hits, 1 RBI. 2 triples to his name. He's got 24 strikeouts. 4 stolen bases, however. Swung on that pitch there and missed it. And that last inning, the top of the 6th for Xander Toller, he had 3 strikeouts by himself. So he got every single out, and he's looking to do just that right here. Swung on and miss. Keontae Tyree frustrated. And yeah, I would be too. If you have struck out all day, if you're Keontae Tyree, 0 for 3 is his stat line. Unfortunate, but you're back to the top of the order. And the Washington Blue Lions, what you're looking to do this inning is just do more damage. Add to that lead, build the cushion. And hopefully your defense can just stand tall in the bottom of the 7th. But right now, Xander Toller's looking to come away without a scratch. Pitch to the outside corner, called for strike number 1 against Bryson Heath, who on the day is 1 for 3. Had a single that Tegan Hurt wasn't able to handle in the top of the 2nd. Top of the 4th, he had a ground ball to Tyler Baleen, and in the top of the first, he had a fly ball to center field. Strike on the outside corner as well for pitch number 2. That had the juice, that had the punch, that had a nice little gunshot in Cage Alexander's mitt. And now 0-2 count to Bryson Heath, the senior all-star who leads this team in hits, who leads this team in batting average, and leads this team in stolen bases. Bryson Heath has only struck out 6 times, as well as slugging percentage is .613. Outside pitch is low and in the dirt. So 1-2 count for Xander Toller here. And this senior has just been sensational for the Blue Lions, commanding the offense that is experienced. He has also led this offense at the top of the order. Toller outside. Isn't called for a strike, just a little bit high. Just a little bit high. And Bryson Heath stays alive yet again. 2-2 is the count. Xander Toller. That was his 20th pitch here. Going to make it 21 on the way. Delivers down the middle. Gets Heath swinging. And just like that, it has just been strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Xander Toller. That is 4 consecutive strikeouts now.
Number 2, Josiah Wynn.
And that is the 5th one on the day. Josiah Wynn now up to bat, who has 11 hits, 1 triple, and 3 RBIs. He's got 11 walks. I mean, his small stature allows him to do just that. 21 pitches for Xander Toller, and 5 strikeouts have accumulated because of that. Another strike as well to Josiah Wynn. Swinging at some high ones we are for the Blue Lions, and Xander Toller is breathing life right now into the Waverly team. Second pitch on the way. It's a little bit high to Josiah Wynn, who is a freshman catcher, but he's also laid down 6 sacrifice bunts. So that is another reason why he is the number 2, the small ball to get Bryson Heath around into scoring position. Takes the 3rd pitch down the middle for a strike. For Xander Toller, he's got a difficult challenge due to the small stature. Has to hang on to those a little bit later in his pitch motion, so that way they're lower in the strike zone. 4th pitch here at this at-bat. On the way. And it's high. 24 pitches for Xander Toller through 2 innings. 2-2 is the count. Hasn't gone past this. Hasn't gotten a batter into a 3-2 count either. Xander Toller, 5th on the way to win. And he lays off of it yet again. Another high one. And this is what that small stature can do. I don't believe he's hit his growth spurt yet. But a smaller batter always has the advantage against a taller pitcher. 6th pitch on the way from Toller. It's swung on and it's missed. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts for Xander Toller. He has come in and shut down the Lions these past 2 innings. The Tigers need to get something going. Going into this last inning, the score 3-1. You have 3 outs if you're Waverly to make this comeback happen. We will be back after this.
Haircut, fast and fuss-free. At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network.
Number 3, HUD.
We
Harris.
are back, bottom of the 7th here in Tiger Town, and it is HUD Harris. That is lead you. It is HUD Harris that is going to lead this team off in the bottom of the 7th. He is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Both came to Sam Lotz, but he gets hit by the pitch. And the dugout. They get rowdy. Why not? Wear it. And he did indeed. As now, that is the first runner on. The only time we have seen Waverly make a 2-out rally comeback in the bottom of the 7th was against Alexander Spartans. They extended that game into 8 innings. As now Cale Nisley is looking to come in as well. Cale Nisley hasn't seen many attempts, but he does have a fairly good batting average, as well as a slugging percentage. He has a .300 slugging percentage, so when he gets contact on the ball, he is sending this to the outfield, and HUD Harris on first. Way to start it off. But again, the only comeback we've seen in the bottom of the 7th for the Waverly Tigers was against that Alexander Spartans team. Last time around, they were able to get runners on, but it was the defense that bailed Aiden Osborne out. First pitch down the middle, swung on. It's up the middle. However, Cale Nisley needs to beat out the play. The first round out second. He is able to get to first due to a bad throw. So HUD Harris is out. Sam Lotz was able to make the throw over to the second baseman, Champ Walters. But the transition and the throw to first was just a little bit poor right there. So fielder's choice. And HUD Harris is the first out of the inning. Cale Nisley does get on due to fielder's choice. And now we're about to come to 20 pitches for Aiden Osborne. We're good, sorry. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just counting over here. Doing math. Making sure the math is mathing. But it is Tyler Baleen now up to bat. And on the day, Tyler Baleen is 0 for 2. He is struck out both times, and he went looking in the bottom of the 5th to Sam Lotz. Aiden Osborne has picked it up ever since the bottom of the 6th here. Tyler Baleen, first pitch swung on. That's going to be a chance, a race to second base. And a play at first for a double play to end the game. But yet again, it's another poor throw from Sam Lotz. And this time around, you get the easy out at second yet again.
Number 15, Caden.
And if you're the Blue Lions, you get 2 outs. The double play hasn't been connecting, but it doesn't matter, because now they're down. 1 out remaining if you're Waverly. And it is Caden Thornsberry, who is 1 for 2 on the day. He struck out looking, and he reached on an error in the bottom of the 3rd inning. What are you able to do? 2 runs needed. This is it, Waverly. Aiden Osborne sets. A bunt was actually laid down. And I don't mind it. Caden Thornsberry's got some speed. He's got some speed. If he can lay that down, especially with the first baseman holding the runner on first, lay it down the first base line. Be like a cat out of a box. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Beat that ball out. 1 strike to his name, though. 0-1 is the count. It's Tyler Baleen on first. The speedster is now trying to bring some life. Curveball in the dirt. No runner running there. Aiden Osborne starting to find himself here. It's throwing a lot of pitches in the dirt, especially in the bottom of the 6th, but now it's been a lot of fastballs across the middle of the plate, letting his defense do the rest. They've been playing back as they should. As Thornsberry takes a strike to the outside. Parents aren't happy, but again, he's been consistent with that spot all day, the umpire has. 1-2 to the count. Thornsberry, this could be it. Osborne can get him done in 1 pitch. Baleen on first, Thornsberry at home. The pitch across the middle of the plate. Thornsberry goes down swinging. And the number 11 seed has upset the number 6 seed. The Washington Blue Lions haven't beaten Waverly since 2015, and they got it done 3-1. In a 2-pitcher relay, the defense was immaculate. Sam Lotz started the game Sam Lotz started the game, and he went out in the bottom of the 5th. He got 10 strikeouts across 5 innings and left it up to his junior, Aiden Osborne, to get it done. Osborne finished the game with 3 strikeouts. He allowed 3 hits, but nonetheless, he allowed 0 runs. Across the day, Sam Lotz, he allowed 6 hits, only allowed 1 run, and impressive as it may be, those 2 pitchers were able to handle this Waverly offense within 100 pitches. No more, no less. On the opposite side, a Waverly fall. They lose this 3-1. They go home, obviously not looking at the results that they wanted. They aren't happy indeed. The offense was not there. The pitching was indeed. I mean, it was Spriggs and Toller that did a lot. Spriggs, through 5 innings, had 7 strikeouts, 6 hits. He allowed 3 runs, and those 3 runs happened in the first 2 innings. Toller had 6 strikeouts to his name. He only allowed 1 hit, and that happened in the last 2 innings. It was an amazing game, but nonetheless, it was Washington Blue Lions that walked away with it. Their offense came into this game. The 3-win streak that they had coming into this, impressive as it may be, it was amazing to see, and it was a fun one to be a part of because, again, they have just been on a tear. 5 games out of the 9 that they have lost have been within 2 runs, and they add another win. This team has just been on the cusp to a winning record, and they now overall have a tied 500 record at 9-9. They will be taking on Wheelersburg on Saturday. That will be 5:20 p.m., I believe, at the Memorial Stadium. So the number 3 seed Wheelersburg awaits the number 11 seed Waverly. Your playoff done. Your seniors. Last year, last game just happened right here. And unfortunately, it will be the young guns that will look to next year. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dante Appling. This broadcast was brought to you by Total Media Sports. They cover all of Southeastern Ohio high school athletics. And we want to say thank you to all the sponsors to happen. More coverage will be happening in the following rounds at different high schools as well as Saturday. Look to Ohio University. That will be happening again on Saturday, 5:23, 5 p.m. Tune in. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What do we celebrate?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Bodkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbeckFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947